Ladies and gentlemen, our fifth bout of the evening is boxing in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, Kendrick White.
And back to boxing we go for bout number 5 of the evening. Mr. Kendrick White making his way to the ring. Checking out the tail of the tape here, Mr. White, the elder at 39 versus 21 years old for his opponent, Mr. Manuel Reyes. Height advantage also to Mr. White, 5'9 versus 5'7. Mr. White, however, making his debut versus the 3-0 record. Experience advantage, Reyes. And Reyes with the Broncos tattoo, so.
You know what? He's not alone.
We'll take that. Check that out. Todd Romero sporting it.
Mine's got a little color to it. But I was talking about this, JR, and it's odd. We were talking about it the other day, really on Sports Talk Radio, that when fighters get to be, or athletes get to be over 30, you start wondering when their time's done. You look at the best fighters in the world, and JR, most of them are 30 and older.
Yeah, agreed.
And fighting out the Larry H. Miller Nissan on 104th, blue corner, Manuel Reyes.
You know, I was just thinking, JR, that White enters touching great. I'm about to break the 10. Manuel Reyes will have youth on his side as well as experience in this one. 3-0 coming into the ring. This ought to be an interesting fight going into an elder statesman and Kendrick White. Interesting to see what he brings to the ring.
White looks to be exceptionally well conditioned.
Oh, yeah.
I will say that. Wow. Referee Tom Johnson going to be in the ring with them. These guys going back and forth between different rule sets for each fight that we're seeing tonight. It's got to be a bit interesting for the referees. And Mr. Reyes stepping through the ropes.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's meet our fighters. First, fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, from Charleston, South Carolina, representing A1 Boxing, Kendrick the Sandman White. And his opponent, fighting out the Larry H. Miller Nissan on 104th, blue corner, from Fort Morgan, Colorado, representing Gladiators Boxing Gym, Manuel Shorty Reyes.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules earlier. I expect a clean, fair fight. Listen to me at all times.
Mr.
and
White
protect
wearing
yourself
the
at all
red
times.
trunks,
Let's touch
Mr.
gloves and get after
Reyes
it.
wearing the
Back to
black
corners.
trunks. Away we go, welterweight elimination boxing. White with the height and reach advantage. Let's see if he tries to make use of that early on. And I can tell with the first 2 punches he does. He's trying to keep the distance a little bit. Not rushing into the range of Reyes. Well done by Mr. White.
Breathe with it.
Nice jabs.
Yeah, working it early. Triple jab there from White. White throwing his jab with the intent to hit. Reyes putting his jab out as a probing mechanism, trying to measure the distance, trying to get a little bit of a reaction. So different use of the same technique.
Step to your left, step to your right, step to your right, short dog, step to your
Oh,
right.
and White with a nice uppercut off the sidestep.
White certainly comes in with a little more experience as far as age is concerned, but again, his debut fight, he looks calm, cool, and collected out there, JR.
He really does. Reyes wound up for that
big
one.
overhand
White
right.
able to see it coming.
Breathe, breathe. Right there.
The thing I'm seeing out of White is not tons of footwork. Spends a decent amount of time with his feet planted, waiting for something to happen, as opposed to using the footwork to make something happen.
Big overhand right. Misses right now. Both fighters trying to get something going here, and Reyes really trying to measure him and come up with something.
10-second clacker sounded. Round one, bit of a feeling out process. Oh, they're putting together some punches there right before the bell. Made it a little exciting at the end for us.
Yep, the round's a little bit quicker here, 2 minutes, so you got to get set for it. We're used to those 3-minute rounds.
Over in the corner of Reyes, deep, easy, measured breaths. Taking a look at White, he doesn't seem to be breathing hard at all either, so both these guys coming in good condition, checking out things on the Larry H. Miller Nissan off 104th replay here. White doing a nice job using that height and reach advantage, trying to keep Reyes on the outside. Reyes able to work his way in with his footwork a couple of times, land some decent shots, but like I said, round number one, basically feeling out process. Round two. And again, Reyes sticking that lead hand out, almost not even a jab, just out there measuring distance with it.
Oh, starting to exchange now. Look at White coming on.
White going to town, ate a couple of shots off a fast combination by Reyes, and immediately answering back in to good effect.
Yeah, White,
Reyes a little bit hurt here.
Reyes trying to counter there to stop the onslaught by White, able to do so and keep him at bay a little bit.
After the exchange, Reyes kind of blinks it off for a couple of seconds, resets himself for the fight.
Go to that body, short dog. Go to that body. Go to that body.
And White just almost in stalking mode, just, I'm here if you want to come get me, and if you don't, give it a couple seconds and I'll come get you.
You're not letting
Right, a
nothing go
couple
in there,
nice
short
shots
dog.
underneath.
Don't wait,
It's
don't
a
wait.
good
though. Let him go
entry
back.
with the right hand by Reyes, unable to follow it up. Spun around the head of White just a little bit.
Combinations.
Right now things calming down. Started off with a bang. White scoring heavily early on in this round, and now things a little bit taking a step back.
Boom, there
Big
you go.
overhand right connects to the
Yeah,
lower
do
jaw.
that,
Stepped in and landed that well in the corner of Reyes, calling for combinations. They don't want him to rely on just single punches as he's been doing. And I agree, if he'd followed up that right hand with one or two punches, definitely could have
Short dog, over the top. Take your time.
felt
Breathe,
a little
breathe
more
with them punches.
success.
Absolutely. White right now trying to reset.
10 seconds left, round two.
There you go,
Again, an
short
overhand
dog,
right,
like
but
that,
White
baby.
trying to counter. But again,
Let that
Reyes
right
just
hand
with
go.
one shot, JR, and that's about it.
Don't wait.
Interesting.
Neither fighter really breathing hard. Both of them go back into their corners looking like they're gonna be ready to come out pretty well for the third round. And checking it out here on the replay, Reyes trying to mix up the level of his punches, and this is when we had the good exchange. Both guys firing off well, and like I was saying, Reyes trying to measure up, or mix the level of his punches, but that was the most that we saw out of him in the way of combinations. And White, I feel, got the better of that exchange, although it was good work by both fighters. But I think White just landed some of the more telling shots there.
Yeah. Well, it comes down to the third round. It always seems to, JR, and this one really
Now, short dog.
hard to call where this fight's at. We'll see what happens here in the third round.
Let's go now, baby. Let's go now, short dog. This is it, baby.
We have this fight, that intermission before the final 5 fights of the evening. We got some good fights so far.
Has been a great way to start off the 75th show, yes sir. Oh, and that big right hand, and then Reyes tries to follow it up. White has an answer for him, but Reyes doing what his corner wanted. Land that big shot, then keep coming with punches.
Yeah, great job of counter punching. White the busier fighter, but some good shots given, and I think the mouthpiece came out here.
Yeah, mouthpiece came out.
Short dog, deep breath. Deep breath. Hey, Cody.
Get that rinsed off, and back to action we will go.
You're ready to get him down. Deep breath. Let's get this now. Let's go. We ain't got much time, baby. Let's make it happen right here.
Minute and a half left in the fight. Reyes looking to get right back at it. I think his corner was in his ear, maybe telling him he's down 2 rounds and needs to finish, because he's coming out with his foot on the gas pedal here in the third.
Trying to line a big shot here. White.
Oh, man, he did.
There's that jab. He threw it a couple times, JR, and that's how you slow somebody down.
And Reyes winding up with that right hand. Boy, he wants that punch.
Yeah, I did.
And White is wary to it.
Come on now, turn it up right here, baby. Let's go.
Reyes weaving in, bobbing that head, but White again throws that jab, comes back with a left uppercut. That scores as well. In the clinch, they're breaking now. About a minute left in this round, 47 seconds.
Move forward with it though. Move forward with it.
Closely contested fight. White has had he's been the busier fighter.
Don't
Reyes
wait,
has had some nice
don't
counter
let
punches.
jab snap it. Don't pull it out there. There you go.
Again,
there you
JR
go.
Reyes comes in 3-0.
Come on now, short dog. Double that jab.
See if he's able to
Close the
put
gap and
together
let that
something
overhand
special
right go.
here at the end of the third.
Close the gap and let that overhand right go. Don't wait, right there. Let him go. Let him
Corner
go.
Reyes saying what I was just thinking, which is don't wait.
Don't wait.
Step
Go now.
coach
Go
has
now.
said if
short
you
dog,
wait
go
to get
now.
hit, guess what? You'll
gonna
get
get
hit.
That's a good
Let
way
him
to
go.
put it.
Let him go.
11 seconds left in this one right now. White appears at 39 years
Go,
young,
short dog.
maybe close to getting his first victory.
Come on, man.
Bell ends the fight for us. We're going to take it to the judges. See how that calculator works out for these two fighters here this evening. Well done by Mr. White in his debut fight at 39 years old. Mr. Reyes, young in his career. Let's see how this works out for him. We're checking things out on the replay. It was a nice uppercut there by White. He threw that a couple times in the fight. Good technique for him. And throughout most of the fight, it was White that just stayed busier. Reyes here on the replay, we're seeing some of his good work where he, at moments, was the busier fighter. But if you look at the fight throughout its entirety, White definitely a lot more volume in his game.
Yeah, absolutely. Had the number of punches, JR.
And White looked good, looked like he was in decent condition. I'm looking over at him now at the end of the fight, looking like he's a little tired, so did a good job of not letting that show and putting it all out there, leaving it in the ring. Exactly what every coach begs for, so. You don't need to be able to do jumping jacks and push-ups after the end of the fight.
Absolutely.
If you got that energy, put it into punching your opponent in the face.
You don't think the Touch of Grey by the Grateful Dead would be a good?
I think that might work out well. Might work out well.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. Judge Thrasser scores it 29-28, White. Judge Ramirez scores it 29-28, Reyes. And Judge Short scores it 29-28, declaring your winner by split decision, Kendrick, the Sandman White.
Congratulations to the Sandman. Goes home with a split decision victory in his debut.
I'm back here now with your winner, Kendrick White. How's it feel to get that win tonight?
Oh man, it feels great.
It was a split decision victory. Were you surprised at all by the judges' scores at the end of that fight?
No, I wasn't. Reyes is definitely a warrior, so I appreciate him.
You're 39 years old. This was your debut. What made you want to step in that ring tonight?
Oh man, I always wanted to box. It wasn't in high school, so this is something I always want to do. I love the sport, especially when you get in the ring. It's just two people, and it's up to you two to get that job done in there.
You went out there, you did it, you got the win tonight. Can we expect to see you back in the ring again soon?
Oh, definitely. I'm thinking about going pro too. So.
All right. Is there anyone you want to thank tonight?
Yes, I would like to thank God, Glenn Goodson, my coach Rolando Lopez, friends that came out, my two sons, Kamari and Raja, and my sparring partners who got me ready for this fight.
Awesome. Congratulations. We'll look forward to your pro debut. Great job.